One, two, three, one, two, three. Hello! I'm making my first Deltarune, Undertale, whatever, content. Originally I planned on making an Undertale Yellow playthrough. That was a good idea that I didn't do this because I'm extremely bad at games, sorry. And I was sort of frustrated sometimes, and I still haven't finished that game yet, so I probably have to do this. Anyways, today we're talking to Deltarune about the Elvin theory. You might see the quotation marks. We will come out about this soon. Even if it's not an actual theory, it is incredibly interesting and something you probably can keep in mind. Because a lot of people genuinely ignore the dialogue of Alvin to a certain degree. Which is weird considering what an important character he is in the theorizing community. For those who don't know, Alvin is speculated to be the elusive knight by some people. I'm still torn between Alvin, Chris, and like a bunch of other candidates. There are like points for everyone. I guess it's probably Chris. I don't know. But today we're talking about another point of this elusive turtle, and that is his, one of his dialogue strings, and it's incredibly interesting when compared to Undertale. And you can see here Noelle playing a video game that is nothing at all. This is not. Yeah, this definitely has something to do with this. So, let's go. I have the background I made it myself. It's not that great, but I hope it suffices. So, this is the normal background. So this is the background. Look at it. So this is the dialogue. It specifically comes up when you ask Alvin about your brother Asriel. It's not specifically important to the main plot, but it is pretty important to a specific thing. Chris, your brother. He is a very kind young man, perhaps even a little overzealous in his younger days. He would often visit me to confess to various sins, despite the absence of sin or confession in our religion. I remember his small face, sobbing as he admitted he had dropped the lizard in the pit to jump high, nearly omitting the fact that he had done so in a video game. He also confessed on various sins on your behalf. Begging for forgiveness for dropping the lizard on purpose, I would always forgive him and send him home. So, what does this prove about Alvin? Nothing, but it proves something about Undertale and Deltarune. Let me go back. Nearly omitting the fact he had done so in a video game. Yeah, that is something that a lot of people are pretty, like, even nowadays, if you, like, I've just watched Nighthawk's video who talked about, Snowgrave out and how it's terrible to do such a terrible thing. At the end of the day, dropping the lizard, like Yoshi, that's obviously supposed to be Yoshi, Mario World reference. It's pretty funny. It's a pretty funny piece of dialogue, to be honest. Dropping the lizard in a pit to jump high, but you do so in a video game. It is not real. He also that's why he has quotation marks right there, because these sins aren't real. You're not evil for playing the Snowgrave route or the genocide route or whatever. You are evil if you do anything bad in real life, not if you do it in Undertale or Deltarune. Even the game itself. The game itself agrees that these are... You don't have to be forgiven for this. It's not really dropping a lizard. It's just a game. And it's pretty funny. Like, you might say, yeah, then why are you talking about this? This is obvious. I, myself, after I've played through Deltarune chapters 1 and 2, I watched a playthrough of Deltarune Chapter 2 Snowgrave. That Noelle has obviously nothing to do with that. I picked her because of the videos game in the hand. That's why I picked her. But in that route you do some terrible things to this character here, this one. And for me back then I was still incredibly light and not that and easily like traumatized and easily like moved by media in negative ways. And so I was really devastated. I felt terrible because, like, even just watching it, I felt like I was evil. And then I remembered this dialogue and I was like, wait, this is a video game. Like, yes, it's terrible for the characters in the game. And yes, you should never do something like this in real life. And it can show you what to do and what to do not in real life. But at the end of the day, doing stuff like this in Deltarune it's a video game. Yeah, obviously he doesn't know what a video game is, but still, it's not real. It's cool, it's a really cool route, it has cool lore and all this, but we shouldn't feel bad for playing a route that Toby Fox literally programmed into the game. That guy literally gave us the option to be bad, terrible people. I don't think we should really be blamed for anything. Granted, I still think you shouldn't play these routes first because they are not really intended to be played first, and I will always remind people of that, but other than that, there is nothing bad about playing these routes at all. Like, you're not doing anyone, any real person harm. The only really person you're doing harm is sorta well, yourself. You yourself probably feel awful after those. That's the only bad thing that happens, that you feel awful because you played those routes. I don't think you have to think of these routes as real things. That is just too much. Again, it's a videos game. It's not real. And this is an observation I have. In general, I would suggest every, Alvin Nighter to try to check out these dialogue options. I mean, perhaps you find some option, some info there. I have never seen someone go over the entire dialogue of Elvin already. And I won't do this because I had to like manually describe all of this dialogue into these boxes. You can see this is written by me, and these boxes are fake. I like put 2 dialogues together so that I don't have to do like 20 boxes. Yeah. So at the end of the day, Undertale and Deltarune are video games. Yeah, this sounds pretty hilarious, but they're not real. And even as real as he told Father Elvin, oh no, Chris did something terrible, they dropped the lizard on purpose, yeah. And I killed Papyrus in a video game, it's not real. Or would you call Noelle, for example, evil for killing monsters in Dragon Blazers? Which I will go over because a lot of people also sort of misinterpret what Dragon Blazers actually is. I mean, obviously, it is sort of parallel to Undertale and Deltarune, but all the people focus on just that. I want to sort of look at what this game is in universe, and it was a pretty obvious candidate for what this game actually is. So I might tell you this later on. So yeah, this is this. I'm going to go to. So yeah, that's actually the whole video. I just wanted to tell you it's a pretty interesting piece of dialogue. I just wanted to share it with you, Undertale and Deltarune fans. I hope you're not too mad at the name of the video, but like the Elvin observation wouldn't be an interesting video title, and this is like an incredibly interesting piece of dialogue. If you have any better video titles that still genuinely get the concept across, please tell me. I would be glad to hear those. So yeah, yeah. So if the next time if the next time, please don't blame anyone for playing Snowgrave for saying you did something evil. Like, yeah, you did something evil in the game, but at the end of the day, it doesn't matter in real life. As long as you're a decent person in real life, everything's alright. Don't work yourself up over Snowgrave. Everything is fine. Everything is alright. You did nothing wrong in real life. Everything is cool. Okay, bye bye.